Hello everyone, my name's Dean, and let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and sometimes impromptu live streams. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is February 7th, 2022, and I'm coming at you live just because, I was looking at the charts, I had some ideas, thought might as well just go live, okay? So, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know I've had some trouble counting these 5 waves up. Okay, let's zoom out. So zoomed out on the 4-hourly time frame, I'm still looking at a zigzag. Actually, let's switch charts just so it's cleaner. I'm gonna show another Bitcoin chart. Let's go to this one. Okay, cool. And since we're here, let me just erase this. All right, great. So I'm looking at this, and again, I'm not one of those people who, obviously, I'm stubborn. I'm a trader. I'm stubborn. I think any good trader has to be stubborn to a certain extent, right? But it's a happy medium between stubbornness and flexibility and the ability to change one's mind with new information, okay? So I am stubborn because I have rules and guidelines that I want to stick to. I want to be consistent, but at the same time, I want to take in new information. Thus far, I haven't seen a better read on this pattern than this, a zigzag correction, okay? I do maintain that this is a zigzag correction. It's a 5-3-5 pattern, and this right here is meant to give us 5 waves, just as this did. But to be honest, to be perfectly honest, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll remember, I don't know what kind of error that was. Where'd that? There. If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll remember that I had trouble counting 5 waves here. So, it is challenging for me to count waves as they're forming, right? This, I didn't have too much trouble with, this flat correction. We traded that okay. But now, coming here, I had trouble finding the beginning, right? The reversal here kind of threw me off. I thought it was going to be a little more dramatic than it was. But up until today, I really didn't have much of a decent count for these 5 waves until, again, today. And so here it is. Okay, first and foremost, I like the symmetry that we're getting right now, right? I think that's one thing that can't be overlooked. There is a sort of aesthetic or a symmetry that charts display more often than not, and this resistance here, we came to meet it, right? So for me, that's satisfying, okay? I thought in the beginning that, okay, we were going to come and butt our heads right beneath this, but typically, if we back test, we see that we meet previous resistance, right? We don't necessarily go right through it, but we meet it at the very least, right? At first meeting. So I think that is one of my cases for this being sort of a satisfactory 5 wave. Again, given that it's a zigzag, and we take our trend-based fib tool, and let's get off the log scale. We see that it's almost to the 1618. Now, I've said before, we typically see this C wave extend to between the 1 and the 1236, but I have seen in rare cases that it go all the way to the 1618. So, that's okay for me. It is not as common, but I have seen it. So that's my second kind of clue or case. And then back to our original chart, I think just counting it, I'm able to get, and we have to zoom in for this, I'm able to get some sort of count, right? So on the 15-minute time frame, start from down here, our reversal. And this reversal really got me. Kind of annoyed me because I was looking forward to getting in on this trade, but I didn't want to FOMO in, right? My A wave, B wave, this is my A wave, and then the B wave, and then we just went. I was expecting a pivot, but whatever. You know, not like some V-shaped, some V-shaped base that took us, you know, what, 20%, 15 to 20%. But alas, live and learn. So obviously the first wave is wave one. All right, first retracement is wave 2, and then count 5 waves in 3. So I count 5 waves here. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I count 5 waves in 3. And this, what comes next, really threw me off. Really threw me off. This right here. This wave 4. And I'm going to tell you why in a bit, but I learned a great lesson from this. Hey, 83 Madden. Hey, Matias. 1382. All right, I'm going to answer the questions in a second, So I'm looking at this wave 4, and one of the reasons I couldn't count this is because this wave 4 didn't hit the 236, okay? So if I take my fib-based retracement, and let me get off the log. Okay, fib-based retracement, bottom of 2, top of my 3. Let me turn the magnet off. Do you see? That messed me up. That like totally, I was like, that's impossible. It can't be. It can't be a wave 4. It must be the end. Wave 4 must have come beforehand. So that was one of my cases for getting in around this region, right? Getting into my shorts around this region because I was like, this can't be a wave 4. Although, I always say, if you're subscribed, you'll hear this maybe once every 3 days. If we're hanging out in a range and we're ranging for some time and price seems not to be doing anything, just going sideways, chances are we're in a complex correction in a wave 2, a wave 4, a wave B, or a wave X. We're in some kind of complex correction. And just, you know, judging by what we've gotten, by the law of alternation, given the simplicity of this wave 2, right, which is kind of unmistakable as a wave 2, once we had all this price action, right, it was obvious that, right, this was super impulsive, this was a wave 3, so this was a wave 2, right, that this was a wave 4. But I was like, it can't be a wave 4 because the retracement is insufficient. And that is a blind spot. That is an Achilles heel, you know, that something that I'm correcting, right? Like the desire to be exact. And again, WD Gann talked about this. He was a legendary trader, something like a 90+% win rate. And, you know, he amassed a fortune trading back when people, you know, they didn't obviously have computers to do this. They were doing it all by paper, and he was just a legend. And he said one thing, I'm not a Gann trader by any means, but I think it's interesting nonetheless. He said, avoid the impulse to be exact all of the time. And that's really, I mean, that's something coming from someone who's that perspicacious, right? He's just so careful and deliberate about every little detail, right? If he's saying that, then there's some wisdom there. And here I am invalidating a count and saying I just can't count it because if you measure, I'm 0.3% off of the minimum retracement, right? So because I didn't get that 0.3%, I was like, nope, invalid. that's insufficient retracement for wave 4, right? And actually, had I known that at the time, I would have actually gotten in and said, okay, I'm going to get into the trade. I'm going to get into my long here because that's the first retracement. I know I missed wave 3, but that's the first proper retracement we've gotten, and we're due another wave 5. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten in just because, sometimes wave 5 is just a quick wick. I would have thought about it at least, right? So that's one lesson I learned. Okay, back to my count. And this could be wrong, but this is what I've got so far. So after wave 4, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this as wave 1, right? And then this crazy, let's even go on a smaller time frame because it's just so unorthodox, it seems to me. I mean, at first glance, I thought it was a 3-wave structure, right? I said that this morning. But, so I see 5 waves here, right? And then I see an ABC, a quick ABC right there for wave 2, okay? Then I see my wave 3 right here, peeking out here, wave 5 of wave 3. And, I'm careful in checking that my wave 3 is slightly larger than my wave 1, which it is, okay? So it's still valid. And now I go into an odd wave 4, okay? And here's where I still don't have so much complexity, but I'm looking at this wave 4 right here, and I'm looking at this wave 2, and I know they're different, okay? Can one be considered simple and then the other complex? Maybe. I'd say if I had to choose, this one would be complex and this one would be simple. So I think that's a valid wave 4, right? And in terms of the retracements, let's zoom out for a second. It looks to me like wave 4 is encroaching on wave 2. So to me, that means if that is wave 4, we're dealing with a diagonal, right? An ending diagonal. And the thing about ending diagonals that we know is they're 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 structures, okay? Leading diagonals are 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. Ending diagonals are 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So then I look and I'm like, oh, I see 3. And then I see 3. And then I see kind of 3 right there. Actually, you know what? This might be, all of this might be wave 3. All of this might be wave 3. This might be wave 4. We might be printing wave 4. Right? Because if this is a diagonal, right? We need three waves in each count, right? We have 3 and 1, 3 and 2. This is not a sufficient wave 3, right? Right? I mean, what do you guys think? I'm looking and I'm seeing, I don't see 3 in wave 3. And we know ending diagonals are 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Then this, if that's correct, big if, this must be, all of that must be wave 3. And what we're getting now is maybe some complex version of a 3-wave, a 3-count wave 4. And then expecting one more leg up for wave 5, perhaps. Which would take us, if we zoom out, so let's erase this real quick. Let's erase this real quick. Let's say that were true, and this were wave 3. then this would be where would wave 3 end? I'm seeing so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd say right here, right? Okay, this is I'm not saying this is correct. I'm just spitballing. I'm trying to see what would be a 3-wave retracement here, because it looks to me, okay, it's possible. That's all this is B, and then we get a C. So we come down here a little bit, okay? If that happens, right? And we stop here, and then come back up, I expect 3 more waves for wave 5. All right. If not, then what? Then what? If not, then my original count of this wave, I do believe that we're in wave 5 and that this was wave 4, okay? That I'm fairly certain of, okay? If I have to say I'm certain of anything. I'm going to look at the questions in a second, guys. Thank you for chiming in. I'm just going to get my thoughts out really quickly. Am I overthinking this as a diagonal? Is this not? Is this just a simple... Is this not an ending diagonal? It's just... Right? That's a valid 2. That doesn't have to be a valid, invalidated. It's just... If this is 3 and this is 4, does 4 come into... Yeah, 4 does encroach into the region of 2, yeah? Let's turn the magnet on real quick. This would be the bottom of 2. Yeah, that is way beyond the 382. Yeah, I would say it's a diagonal, if anything, right? So I got 3 here, 3 here. Yeah, I'm sticking with diagonal right now. I think that makes most sense. If it's a diagonal, then this may be the top of 3. We may be in 4. So one more last leg up, okay? That's what I'm seeing so far, okay? So maybe this is not reversal just yet. This seems to be the wave that never stops growing. And if I had to guess, I would say we end at the 1618. The 1618 would probably provide some resistance here. So it would be something like this, perhaps expecting us to end right at 45 for that last leg up. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. And that's why I'm seeing it. So let's go into the questions. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming on such short notice. Is this bearish market structure broken on BTC? Yeah, definitely. This is a legitimate reversal, 83 Madden. And, you know, that I think is undeniable. Whatever you think of the count, if you just zoom out on the daily, and let's go on log. Zoom out on the daily, you see that this trend right here is, I don't know why I did that. This is our downtrend, okay? To break market structure, to break the bearish market structure, you make a higher high. Okay, and so this is your previous sort of consolidation. So as long as we make a close, you know, and I'm not a big like, oh, if we close a daily candle, if we close a 4-hourly candle, we make a significant close above 44, that is establishing the break of trend, and that's the job of the A wave. So yes, I believe so in my estimation that this is a break of market structure. And even if we didn't come to above this structure right here, I would still say it is a break of trend for other reasons, okay? Because I don't necessarily think that the A wave has to always breach wave 4 of the previous trend. So like in Elliott wave theory, we always say it meets wave 4 of the previous trend. It doesn't necessarily have to break or breach it, okay? What if C only had made wave 1 and 2, Matthias? So what if C only had made wave 1 and 2? Oh, okay, I think I know what you're referring to. That would be a super unorthodox C wave, Matthias. Nothing's out of the question, you know. But let's look at it. So I'm going to entertain absolutely every idea. What if C only had made 1 and 2? So you're saying, what if this is wave 1 and basically we're expecting wave 2? So Matthias, to answer your question, I don't think that's likely because, you know, wave 2 has to retrace to at least the 382, right? And the closest thing we get to a 382 retracement is here, right? And everything's fractal. So even in wave 1, you have 5 waves, right? But here we clearly get a nice wave 2 retracement between the 382 and the 0.5. So that seems to me like a likely wave 2, okay? And in this 535 zigzag structure, which I think we're printing, you just get 5 waves, right? And those 5 waves are comparable to the 5 waves you formed in the beginning. So if they're not exactly the same, but they're comparable, yeah? So if we zoom out on the 4-hourly time frame and we let's just take the line tool, and you take the line tool from this 5-wave structure and then superimpose it for the start of this, you see it's not exactly the same, but it's comparable, right? Even if we stopped around here, it's comparable. So look at the 1382, 83 Madden. What's for the ABC upwards? Okay, I've never used the 1382. What's the significance of the 1382? Do you know mathematically? Let's add that. Let's just see. So fib extension tool, and let's add the 1382 just to see what Madden's talking about. 1382. I never learned anything about the 1382. Yeah, it looks like it's hitting the 1382. So 83 Madden, do you mind elaborating? Like, what's the significance of the 1382? I've never heard about it. It seems like it just hit the 1382, by the way. Colby, doesn't the intersection of the top of wave 1 and the bottom of wave 4 invalidate the 5-wave structure? Top of wave 1, bottom of wave 4. You're talking, Colby, I believe you're talking about the count, my purported count for wave 5, yeah? So if we zoom in, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if we zoom in, I think you're talking about my sub count, right? So like what I was doing right here. So top of wave 1 and bottom of wave 4. Okay, cool. Yeah, with the diagonal. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so yeah, wave 4 cannot encroach into wave 2, unless of course it's a diagonal, and if it's a diagonal, it's quintuple 3. So yeah. So yeah, I think what we can look for right here is if this is our reversal and we already have our 5 waves some way somehow, and that would be something like, is that correct? I'm gonna just double check this. I believe I'm correct in saying, and this is the manual I refer to quite often, Elliott Waves Made Simple. This is my favorite manual on Elliott Wave Theory. Ending diagonal. I believe it's a 333. Yep, it's a 33333. Yep. So, and maybe I'm counting the waves wrong. I don't know. Let's go on the 5-minute time frame. Just making sure. I do count 3 here, yeah. I just, and that's what messed me up, right? I was like, oh, 3 waves, it's corrective. I'm waiting. That's my A wave. This was my A. This is what I said this morning. This is my A wave. 3 waves. That's my B wave. I expect this to be the nuke, and then it's like, whoops. So if this is an ending diagonal, then this is 3. That's 3. This is 3. Is this 3? That's possible as well. That's possible as well. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And this is 5? Maybe? I don't know. It's, as powerful as Elliott wave theory is in the ability to count 5 waves and then identify the end of a trend, you need to leave some space for the I don't know, right? And that goes into your risk management, right? Like, not necessarily being able to count it as it's happening perfectly is okay, as long as you leave some space for, okay, there could be one more wave, I could still stay in this trade, and then using other methods to try to identify the end of trends. I think I use it in conjunction with 3 things. So, how I long and short. I need. Oh, hey, cool. I just tell the GOOGLE to play some classical music, and then I just listen. One of my favorites, like my theme song, is Beethoven. I love Beethoven. I love Mozart. I love Chopin. I like a lot of classical, but just like the basic, or like the famous artists, I like them. Let's see. Yeah, so 3 things I do if I'm following my rules to take any long or short trade. So one of those 3 things is trying to count 5 waves, okay? And emphasis on trying, okay? That's the operative word, trying. Typically, if I'm really following my rules, I'm not going to get into the trade unless I count them, okay? So if I can't count confidently, and it doesn't mean I'm right, but I have to be confident. If I can't confidently count 5 waves up or 5 waves down, I don't take the trade. The second thing is I'm looking for support and resistance, right? So, basic market structure, okay? And that's one of the reasons I took this trade. I was just looking at this market structure, and I saw a bunch of resistance here, and I still do. I don't believe that we just shoot through here. So I see some market structure that shows resistance if I'm taking a short, support if I'm taking a long, okay? And then the third thing is like how I snipe an entry. And I'll snipe an entry on a lower time frame, and I'll look for a reversal pattern. And for those of you who don't know, like, that's like one of my favorite things to do, reversal patterns. This is something I've never really read about. It's something that I've noticed just from going blind by looking at charts all day. I noticed this one pattern that happens whatever the time frame and at any like major reversal. Okay, and obviously that kind of threw me off down here. It doesn't always happen. I guess maybe it doesn't happen when we're in correction at some point, but I didn't see the complete reversal pattern here. That's one of the reasons I missed this. I knew we were getting 5 waves, but usually the pattern tips me off and I know when to get in. So typically I'll see an A wave and a B wave, and then I'll see an A, B, C. Within, okay, this is probably what happened here. Within an impulse, you'll just see these two. You won't see the C section, which is like the small pivot and then the blast off. And then you'll see it backwards if you're shorting. You'll see this. A, something like this. B, and then C. And so this, I just, like my eyes look for this. On lower time frame, usually 5 minute, 15 minute time frame. And I'll look for that. So I'll take, if I see those 3 things, I see a, and I'll usually get in, like my best trades that are like perfect trades, like God trades, are when I let this play, and I get in around here or here. On a short or on a long, I get in right here or right here or right here. I think this is the safest. You let that one wave play and then you get in on the 2 wave. So that's what I look for. Those 3 things. I try to count 5 waves, and I look for support and resistance, and I look for my little reversal pattern. Okay, and so that's how I take my trades. When I don't follow my rules, I curse at myself. And I'm like, damn it, why didn't I follow my rules? Because they're really good rules. They've worked for me very, very well. And it's pretty consistent. And, you know, even when I do mess something up, like let's say I can't count the 5 waves, if I follow my rules, then I won't get in the trade. If I can't confidently count the 5 waves. And I kept saying, hey, I can't confidently count these 5 waves, guys. And I still got in the trade. I kind of FOMO'd in, to be honest. Okay, Big Boxing Fanatic or 410 Boxing Fanatic. 410, are you from Maryland? BTC got rejected at 44,345. Yeah, perhaps, you know, this may be it, or this may be a wave 4. Don't really know, to be honest. But let's hope for my shorts. I mean, I got more to add to my margin in case, but I just don't like doing that. I'm confident that the reversal is soon, but I'd rather it sooner than later, you know? Yeah, I think we got 5 waves here. Like, I really do think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe. Something like that. No, because then if A were to come to wave 4 of the previous trend, wave 4 in this count is right here. So it would stop right here. And then wave B would be, so here's the reversal I'm talking about. Let's say this were the count. Let's just say, let's humor this count. Let's say this is the diagonal, okay? Not sure, but let's just say for, I don't know, just for whatever. And then up here, right? How does this work? Oh yeah, right there. Okay, let's just say that this is our ending diagonal. It looks something like this. I don't know. Okay, let's just say it looks something like that, okay? And we break we break structure with an A wave, and that A wave comes in 3. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. I expect wave A to meet once again, just like, I mean, it's consistent up and down, right? If it works one way, it can't not work the other way. So if wave A is the break of structure and typically meets at wave 4 of the previous trend, then I expect wave A to find support here, okay, at around 43.5, okay? And so if we come to 43.5 and turn around and then make something like this, a wave B, then again we're getting that reversal structure. And then I expect a little pivot and nuke. So that's my reversal structure. Again, I see it pretty much on all time frames. It's very helpful. Goes A, B, and then C section, not C wave, C section, because it's not fully impulsive, except when it's intra trend. So like again, I just showed in that zigzag, you just got the A and the B, and then you went, and then Dean was like left behind. And I followed my rules. I didn't FOMO in because I didn't know how far up it was going. I was like, oh no, I missed it. It was already in wave 3 by the time. I was like, no, I'm waiting for my little zigzag thing. It's just like I'm a machine sometimes. It really, you know how sometimes they say good traders are like machines. Like I'm like, I can't like get into that trade because it's left already, and I'm like, I'm not FOMOing in. I just can't do it. I literally can't do it at this point in my career, which is good and bad. Whatever. Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. I'm in Maryland too. I'm in Gaithersburg. You're in Baltimore probably. Well, 410 is probably. I think a lot of other people outside of Baltimore have it. So yeah, let's look at VRA, because we said we were going to look at VRA, right? I'm excited about VRA. This is something that, let's put a little alarm here. I want to see if this is something. Okay, now VRA. VRA, if you're subscribed, you'll know that this is like the bag that I have yet to... Oh, you know what we can do? Before we go to VRA, let's look at ETH and Litecoin, both with large market dominance, and see if we see any clues as to where we are in this whole thing. Okay, let's look at ETH first, and then we'll look at Litecoin. Oh, cool. Colombia, yeah, I know where that is. A local stream. All right. So, yeah, let's look at ETH first and see if we can't get any clues. So, let's start on the 4 hour. And so in ETH, we see that we've met wave 4 of the previous trend right here. So that's okay. Again, I've seen it meet it. It doesn't necessarily have to breach it. So that would be fine for me. Let's take off log and do a quick fib extension to see how far we've come. So retracement of the B. Once again, we're close to the 1618. Maybe we head to the 1618, or maybe we stop shy of it. I don't know. But we're pretty much in the same place as Bitcoin. In ETH, so this was the B wave, yeah. This is like this flat correction. So here, I think it's a little easier to count. We have our 1 wave, our 2 wave, our 3 wave, our wave 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I think that's unmistakable. Now the question is 5 finished? But I think this is clearly a 4, this is clearly a 2. Law of alternation, 2 simple, 4 is complex. Let's zoom in. And here we clearly have a diagonal, right? Because wave 4 is totally all up in wave 2's business. So I don't see any other sort of... I mean, I think that's quite clear now. Something like that. Yeah. Let's zoom in just to see if we have 5 waves in that last bit. 15-minute time frame. Okay, so we're looking. So we think this was wave 4, just like in Bitcoin. This was the complex wave 4. So I think we have agreement there. And here again, you see 3 waves. I see 3 waves, and I see 3 waves in this correction. Let's zoom in a little bit and see. This shit can get tricky. Let's get rid of that real quick. Looks incomplete to me. Yeah, I think it starts right here, right? This wave 5 starts right here. I see 1, 2, 3. I do see 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's likely. I would say if I had to put money on it, this is 1, that's 2, this is 3, we're in 4. There's one more. There's one more 3-wave structure up. And I think that will take us to the 1618, not just in Bitcoin, but also in ETH. That's my best read on it right now. If I had to put money on it, this is 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. This is sorry. This would be right here. Yeah, right there. 1, 2, 3. This is the 4, and this is complex, so it can kind of go on for a bit maybe. But yeah, I think we get one more 1, 2, 3, and if we zoom out, I think we're gonna see that all of this. Oh, thank you. Thanks, 410 Boxing Fanatic. I think we're gonna see that if we zoom out, we find that this zigzag, as well as Bitcoin zigzag, ends at the 1618. So ETH, I would not be surprised if it finally found a sort of a resistance at 32.34 on this chart. Okay, and then lastly, Litecoin. All right, same thing. Let's use the Fibonacci retracement. And I don't know if everybody knows, but I use these. Let's see. This is the A wave. This is the B wave. Whoa. Okay, so what's going on here? So Litecoin has demolished the 1618. It is, however, in wave 4 of the previous trend. So that 1618 is long gone, but we are at where we need to be in terms of wave 4 of the previous trend. So looks like we have, just zooming in on the hourly on Litecoin, looks like we have a leading diagonal here. So that's 2, right? It goes 3. Looks like a wave 4 right here. And then this looks like another leading diagonal, a wave 2, wave 3. I think we're in wave 4 on pretty much everything. I think there's one more leg up. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. And let's see. So let's go to VRA. So that's basically me looking at other assets that have large market dominance to help in determining what's going on. That's why I look at Litecoin and Ethereum. For those of you who are not subscribed, the premise of this channel is looking at Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large, because Bitcoin has such large market dominance, right? It comprises such a large percentage of the crypto market, right? Similarly, Litecoin and Ethereum and most top 10 coins have a large market share, right? It's not because I particularly like Litecoin or Ethereum, it's just that they give you a good idea as to what's going on. So if Bitcoin's a little difficult to suss out, look at Litecoin and Ethereum. It should give a similar picture. And so, yeah, the picture I'm getting is we're in wave 4 of wave 5. So wave 4 of 5. So there's one little leg up. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm getting. All right, let's go into VRA. Like I was saying, VRA is my big bag that I've been looking to offload, because ever since I noticed that we were in a macro downtrend, and let me just touch on that real quick and go on to the BLX, or the big Bitcoin chart, as I like to call it. It's the chart of Bitcoin from when it was trading from a penny. So to do this, I have to go on log and I have to go on the monthly. Okay, and let's go auto. So really quickly, for those of you who never caught my live stream, my large time frame analysis, here's what I think of the crypto market and Bitcoin on a large time frame. I'm seeing 5 waves up. I'm seeing an A wave, breaking market. Whoops. This A wave that's basically just forming, and I anticipate that we come down to wave 4 of the previous trend, right? Just, it's all consistent. Doesn't matter the time frame, whether you're on the 10-minute, 5-minute, or the monthly. I expect then Bitcoin to come to between, what is this? 1,100 and $173, something like that, okay? When it's all said and done on this A wave, okay? So that's just the A wave. That's what we're in right now, and we're retracing on the first wave of that drop. So ever since I perceived that, I wanted to de-risk and sell all of my my spot trades. I've just been looking for a good spot to sell them at, and so that's why I'm looking to sell my VRA. I'm not like holding for the long term, because of this sort of long-term analysis. Okay, so back to VRA. I'm seeing, now let's get off, let's stay on log. Let's get on the hour, no. Let's get on the 4-hourly. So last time I spoke of VRA, I did a video. It was fully dedicated to VRA. And I know VRA has a lot of fans and it's very popular. And for good reason. It's a great project. And, the reason I'm offloading is because I'm trying to make some money, right? This is what I do for a living. I need to use my skills to make a living. It's nothing personal. But I'm looking at this and I see the following. Actually, let's get on the weekly. No, daily's, weekly may be better. Yeah, weekly's fine. So an incomplete chart, just because it's a relatively new asset, we don't really, this is all that we have, right? This is when it's kind of started, and December 19 started trading. What I perceive from this, very simply, is I see an impulse right here, right? I see a 5-wave impulse. I don't know if that's a standalone 5-wave impulse. I don't know if it's the tail end of a corrective wave. I don't know, right? I don't know what I don't know, but it's okay. I'm seeing, let's see. I'm seeing it a little differently right now. Hold up, let me check one thing. I love it when my eyes adjust in a different way. Okay, no. That's right. Let's see. Sorry, just checking one thing. Okay, yep, no. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm seeing, and it's correct. Or I believe it's correct. This is what I'm seeing. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Let me change the color so it's more visible. So I'm seeing 5 waves up. I think it's helpful to go on a smaller time frame just to see a little more definition, or else it just looks like whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing 5 waves up with an extended wave 5. Okay, and what came prior to that, I don't know. Just some corrective wave, whatever. So on the basis of these 5 waves, I'm seeing this as an A wave. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I see clear 3 waves, a 3-wave structure. And hold up 1 second. This can't be it right here. This has got to be 3, and this has got to be 4, if that is A. Right? It's got to be something like that. Else A wouldn't have stopped so high, right? In any case, I'm seeing 5-wave impulse here. I'm seeing this as a 3-wave break of structure, okay? Whatever this count is, seems impulsive to me. Whatever this is, I see 3 waves clearly, and it's a break of this structure, okay? So what comes after is B. And what I know is B waves need 3 waves to be valid, okay? And to have 3 waves, you need either a zigzag, which retraces to at least the 0.5 of this first wave, or you need 1, 2, 3, okay? And you can check that this right here is not a standalone B wave, and that is kind of like the main kind of point of this. If you take your Fibonacci retracement tool, you see that this retracement is way too shallow to even be between the 0.5 and the 618, okay? Which would be a minimum retracement of a zigzag. So if that were the case, then this would retrace a little more, and then you would say this is A, this is B, and this is C. And so this would only be capped at the 618 of this, okay? That can't be, because this is not a standalone. So my B wave is still forming. Because I'm still in my B wave, I'm expecting impulsive price action in this leg of the B wave, right? Because every corrective wave goes in 3 parts: an A, a B, and a C. And the C of the impulsive leg is impulsive, right? Or sorry, the C of the corrective leg is impulsive. So similarly, you have your A wave, your B wave, that's in 3, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is fully impulsive. This is 5 waves up. That's what I'm seeing on VRA, and that's what I posited some weeks back whenever I published the video. And since then, look at the performance. Like, it's been by far and away one of the best performing coins, because not every asset is in this situation. I think there are a few others. I think Link is kind of in this situation, a similar situation, an unformed B wave. But that's why I expect fully impulsive price action from VRA. So as VRA, what did it do? It kind of, whoops. Let's see. So VRA went from, so yesterday was the 6th, yeah? Actually, let's just look from the 3rd. So in 4 days, VRA did 86%. All right, or a little more than 86%, okay? And so this is fully impulsive price action. I think this is wave 1 of 5. And so expect a lot more from VRA in these coming days. And on my last video I said in the next 2 to 3 months expect, whatever. I have my take profit at 16 cents, the top of the 1618, because that's what VRA's done in the past with these B waves. It's retraced the entire allowable sort of distance. So I anticipate, so just taking my Fibonacci retracement tool from the top of this A wave, magnet on. Let's go, yeah. Magnet on from the top of this A wave. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go on. Okay, there we go. Caught. To the bottom. I think the bottom's right here, actually. Okay. I think we're just going to butt our heads against this 1618 at 16.9 cents. So I got my take profit at 16 cents. Okay. I do anticipate that these 5 waves continue. We get our retracements and boom. We get our 16 cents, 12 to 16 cents. That's what I'm seeing with VRA. I think at minimum we can expect, at minimum we can expect for us to meet this region, this 1236, 8.5 cents, right, where the previous high was made. But I think we're gonna get an all-time high, if I'm being honest. So yeah, that's what I see in VRA. That's what I said before. Obviously that was just my read, but the recent price action is confirming that read as, okay, this is a fully impulsive wave, so that you're gonna get a B wave like that looks like this, which we see all the time, right? Your A wave, your B wave, right? 3, 3, and then you get 5 down, right? That's a flat correction, a 3, 3, 5. So it could be, actually it's going to be, it's going to be a 3, 3, 5, but it's going to be an expanded 3, 3, 5 if it goes to the 1618, right? So it's going to be like, boom, like that. So that's what I'm seeing with VRA, and that excites me because I'm excited to take profit on this. It's been a long time holding it and just waiting for the price to do what I'm expecting it to do. That's the cool thing about spot. You just sit and wait, and you don't really need to do anything, and you hopefully get what you want. But because of what Bitcoin's doing and the market's doing in the coming months, I'm hesitant to get in any spot trades, right? It's quite risky, because if you're holding it, you're going to hold it for quite a long time down, quite a long while down. So just checking back in with Bitcoin to see what the hell it's doing. What happened? Is this a wave 4? Like, what are we doing? So on the 15-minute time frame, we seem to be getting, obviously this is consolidation, right? We're going down, price is going down and volume's going down, meaning it's divergent, or yes, down. No, it's convergent, right? Meaning the price wants to go up, right? Because it's not it's not volume is decreasing as price is decreasing. So when price increases, volume should increase. That's what it means. So I do maintain that this is most likely a wave 4. This is most likely a wave 4. I think we have one more to go. Okay, JHUI. How far do you think the current wave will retrace for VRA? So VRA, back to VRA real quick. This looks like we're in wave 1, so I expect wave 2 to come to, between the 382 and the 618. Nothing too fancy there. Let's see. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Okay, here we go. So let's go on the hourly. Wow. I don't know why my charts are so slow. Okay, here we go. Yeah, VRA I think is put in its 5 waves. Yeah, I see 5 waves in wave 5 here, yeah. So JHUI is asking how far we can go. I think this A wave's come down to wave 4 of the previous trend. I think we're going to get a wave B that comes up to here when BTC, Litecoin, Ethereum are putting in their last wave 5 of 5. And then VRA is going to probably retrace, I don't know, let's see, to at least 2.6 cents, right? The 382, somewhere there. But if Bitcoin and the rest of the market really dumps, then it might just test the 618. But I can't say. I don't know. It's really hard to say, what kind of retracement you're going to get, especially when you haven't formed your B wave. At least when you form your B wave, you can kind of tell a little bit where you're likely to find support. But at this point, it's anyone's guess. Let's see. I'm sorry, TradingView is really slow right now. I just try to switch to time frames. Okay. So let's just see if we can't see any places of support. Maybe the daily's not. Well, the daily's fine. Yeah, 2.5 cents. 2.4 to 2.5 cents maybe, but I don't know. I would just use the basic guidelines of Elliott wave theory between the 382 and the 618. Yeah, at this point, it's hard to get any more precise without a B wave, and you just printed the A wave here, not the B wave yet. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Where the hell Bitcoin's at? Like, is it gonna keep going to $1 million with no retracement? And VRA, which is exciting because I've been looking to offload that bag for a while. So yeah, that excites me. Any more questions before we cut out? Well, if not, appreciate you guys joining the impromptu live stream. I'm definitely going to stream tomorrow as well. Not exactly sure about what, but yeah. This was fun. I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys trade safe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.